I know you're saying to yourself, what's that, TC? Another Eurovision special? Well, I've been trying to do things all week and I haven't had a chance to do them because everything's been going on. But I can now get this done. This was not easy. Eurovision has been around 68 years. I've been exposed to maybe 10 to 15% of all the songs that have ever been a part of the contest, over 2,000 of them now. And I really wanted to find what I've heard and what I like in a ranking. I've done these before on my website, but never all together and never everything up through the current year. Now, 2024 is not included, but everything from 2023 back is. And this is going to be difficult. My top 40 all-time Eurovision songs. Coming up next, right here on this special edition of Rank This. 8, Hey guys, TC Kirkham here, the Kirkham Report and TKR Video Central. Welcome to this special Eurovision themed Rank This. I do these every year. I'm going to have a couple more, maybe at least one more before the finals tomorrow. I've known about Eurovision since I was a kid. I first heard of it when Eris 2 won way back in 70, or actually finished second, way back in 73 when it became a hit here in early 74. Since then, I've been aware of it off and on from various songs, but I became a big fan when I started watching it when it became available in the U.S. in 2016 on the Logo channel. Now, of course, it's on Peacock, and we have carried it here in America for 7 out of the 8 last 8 years. The only year it wasn't carried on either a streaming or a network was 2020 when it was available on YouTube, and it was, of course, a special that was devoted to the songs that were from the canceled contest, so there was no winner included. Eurovision has had over 2,000 songs since its beginnings in 1956. This is going to represent just a fraction of those, because in all honesty, throughout all my years, I've only actually gotten to know maybe, if 10% is generous, 15% is really pushing it. I've never gone back and listened to a lot of the older stuff unless I knew it had charted in America, and a few of the other ones that by artists I liked. What I've tried to do here is compile my top 40 favorites. Now, all of these are songs that were actually a part of the contest, either in the finals or the semifinals, and all going all the way back to 1956. I tried to find all my favorites, and then I had to try and rank them. I had to leave a lot off of this. And eventually I will publish my top 100 on the website, thekirkhamreport.com, in the next couple of weeks. I've got a lot more in here that I have yet to go, and a lot of them didn't make the top 40. It doesn't mean I don't like them, I do, but the top 40 was really hard. I actually had planned to have this up on Tuesday, and here we are Friday evening probably when you're seeing this, and I just got it done. I just finished everything this morning because I was having so much trouble ranking the songs, deciding where they go, what would make the top 40. It was not easy. Now, you will hear, of this group, you will hear 5 songs that came from the canceled 2020 contest. As far as I'm concerned, those are official Eurovision songs. Even though they did not compete, they were featured on Eurovision Love Shine a Light, which was the special they ran in place of the regular show, in place of the regular finals in 2020. So that makes them official Eurovision entries, even though they did not compete and no winner was officially selected. And there are 2 songs on this list that did not clear the semis. I like certain semifinal songs better than I liked a couple of the other ones. I just think they're great songs. Up front, a lot of fan favorites are not making this top 40. Now, they'll probably make my top 100. Not all of them, but among the songs you will not be hearing me mention are Stefania by Kalush Orchestra, 1944 by Jamala, Amar Pelos Dois by Salvatore Sobral, which I still don't get at all, and any of the songs by Johnny Logan that won. That would be Hold Me Now, What's Another Year, and the song he wrote for Linda Martin, Why Me. Most of those will be in the top 100, but they did not make my top 40. My top 40 are my favorites, not what did well at the contest, not what I thought would win. These are just my favorite songs. You are not going to agree with a lot of them. I would not agree with a lot of yours. The reason is because Eurovision fans are very opinionated. What I have done, though, is at the end of this show, you will find a playlist of these 40 songs, links to one on Spotify and link to one on YouTube, where you can listen to all the songs, because I can't risk playing them, because we did our Finding Your Music Mojo got bumped this week because we played too much music, and we will have an edited version of that up this coming Monday. But I will be not playing them on the show. I will just be telling you what they are and why I like them, and then you can go listen to them on the playlist. You don't have to listen to everything. You'll be able to pick out the ones you're interested in. Fair enough? So with that said, let's get started with the top 40 songs, TC's top 40 favorite Eurovision entries. We'll kick it off at number 40. This is going to seem low to a lot of people, but there's a lot of good stuff. And while I like this song a lot, I didn't like the video. Number 40, Jean's Tears from 2020. It was not part of the contest. It did not compete. And Respondez-moi. He would have probably made the top 5 had 2020 actually occurred, but it didn't. Respondez-moi was my first introduction to Jean's Tears. He is one of my favorite Eurovision artists. Love his debut album, The Game. If you haven't heard it, you should check it out. I've played enough of the music here. My problem with Respondez-moi, as I said at the time, isn't the song. The song is beautiful. The video reminds me of a pretentious French film from the 1950s. The video is so pretentious and so ridiculous. It does diminish the song slightly in my eyes, but I do love the song, and I urge you to check it out. And I urge you to check out Jean's. If I can find it, I'll put the acoustic live version, because I love that version on the playlist. Number 40, Respondez-moi from Jean's Tears from the canceled 2020 contest. Number 39, anybody who knows me knows I loved this song. I plugged the hell out of it with my friends when it was part of the contest in 2018. It finished 9th overall that year and is just a fantastic number. Number 39, Rasmussen and Higher Ground from Denmark, 2018. Higher Ground is the story of Magnus Ergensen, I think his name was, a Danish Viking, and his quest to conquer through peace rather than through force. Higher Ground is just a marvelous song. It was staged beautifully. Rasmussen's voice is incredible. I wish it had done better. But I wasn't disappointed that it made the top 10. I thought that was terrific. The song itself, just a winner all the way around. Number 19, Higher Ground, Rasmussen from the 2018 contest. It finished 9th for Denmark. Number 38, people are going to laugh at me. I don't care. I love this song. I love the video. I love this gentleman. People do not give him enough credit. Yes, the live performance at the semis in 2019 was terrible because he had an earpiece problem and he was off key for most of the song. Thankfully, people liked the song enough to send it through to the finals, where to this day it is still the biggest highest finishing song in the finals for the tiny enclave known as San Marino. Number 38, Say Na 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 by Serhat. From 2019, it finished 19th in the contest. This is a simple little song. I made fun of it when I was writing it up a few years ago. It's basically Serhat, who is a Turkish television personality, and that's the second time he represented San Marino. Basically saying give him a call and he will help you get through the day, and just when you have a problem, say na 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 and move on. The video is intensely cute, and it's well choreographed, a lot of fun. Serhat has a voice that it doesn't appeal to everybody. I like it. I liked his earlier hit, I Didn't Know, with Martha Wash, the remix of which was actually a Billboard Top 25 dance chart hit in 2017. That also he had represented San Marino with a couple years earlier. Great song, Say Na Na Na, number 38, San Marino 2019 by Serhat. It finished 19th. Number 37 is the second of those 5 songs from the 2020 canceled contest. This probably could have finished in the top 5. It was hugely popular with fans. And the video was this insane parkour-based, ninja parkour-based song that I just thought was fabulous. Number 37, All of My Love, Malta's entry from 2020 by Destiny. Destiny had won the 2014 or 2015 Junior Eurovision contest. I think that's right. Just a 2019, 2020. She was 14 when she won that with Not My Soul. She is an amazing vocalist. Oh no, she was 12 actually when she won that. Amazing vocalist. All of My Love is a fantastic song. The video makes it even better. The unusual, it was almost predicting the masks. Everybody has masks on in this video. They're like silk masks, like a parkour or ninja would wear. But of course, it was out during 2020, and so it never got to be part of the contest. But it is a great song. Destiny does great stuff all the way around, and if you haven't heard her, I suggest you check her out. Number 37 from the canceled 2020 contest, All of My Love by Destiny. Number 36, I love this song. This did better than I thought it would, and I'm surprised that it isn't as well thought of as his earlier Eurovision entry, which didn't make the top 40, although it will be definitely in the top 100. But I don't know why this guy isn't a worldwide superstar. His voice is incredible. He does amazing work in the videos and the live performances. This was no exception. From 2019, Sergei Lazarev and Scream, number 36 on my list. It finished 3rd in the contest. The song, which is the video of which is like a boy and a girl in a fantasy world taking care of each other, the boy being the girl's hero. It is an incredible song. It was Kim's favorite song that year. Lazarev is just an incredible performer. If you've never heard him, seek him out. He's got a ton of stuff on Spotify. Most of it is in Russian, but he does do English and French also, I think. French or German, I forget which. Amazing performer, and really, this song deserved better than it got. I really wish people would have listened to more of it. Number 36, Scream, from Sergei Lazarev, Russia's entry, 2019. It finished 3rd. I need a drink. Number 35, the 3rd already of the canceled 2020 songs to make the list. The rest of them are a little further up. I didn't know what to make of this, and I still don't know what to make of it. All I know it is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. The song itself stands up without the video, and I became a big fan of this group as a result. They also had a later hit with Netta, who won 2018 with Toy. The video is just too weird to describe, and it is now became the most watched video in the Eurovision YouTube channel's history. Number 35, Uno by Little Big from Russia, from 2020's canceled contest. It's just so catchy, and the video is so weird. And they forget, when they're counting in the chorus, they go uno, dos, cuatro. They skip trace until they get to the end of the chorus where they do all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Spanish. I have no idea. They get trace in there at that time, but they do not during the general chorus. And surprisingly, mostly it's in English, which is really kind of crazy. You have to see the video to get it. And the song itself stands up, but it stands up better if you've seen the video, although it is good on its own. Number 35, Little Big and Uno from the canceled 2020 contest representing Russia. Number 34, the first of the grand champions on this list. I'm sorry it's not higher. There's just so many good songs. And because I do love this song, and I really think it deserved better. This was well before I started watching Eurovision. But I had heard of this song, I think from YouTube, probably a couple years before I started watching it, and fell in love with it, and it's still one of my favorites. Number 34 on my all-time top 40, Fly on the Wings of Love, the grand champion from 2000 from Denmark, the Olsen brothers. What a great song. It's just an old-fashioned, peppy love song. You can't not... I don't think that anybody that's heard this doesn't like it. If they don't like it... maybe you need to, like, have some therapy or something. Brilliant song by these guys. And it's melodic. It's easy to sing along with the chorus. The fans went nuts over it. And I really wish I'd been watching, because, I mean, there was some other good stuff around the same time. And at the time, of course, I couldn't watch it because it was geo-blocked on YouTube, too. Of course, YouTube wasn't even around in 2000, but I wouldn't have been able to watch it, had it been, until 2018 when they started geo-blocking some of the stuff. But Fly on the Wings of Love, just great stuff, great harmony, amazing feel, amazing uplifting song. Number 34, Denmark's grand champion from 2000. Number 33... I've always liked this song. And it was a hit here in America. It was one of the few songs on the list that was. It was one of those trio of, that quartet of 4 songs between 1974 and 1976 that became a bona fide hit in America. It hit number 1 on the AC chart, number 27 on the Hot 100. But I mean, I'd much rather just listen to the song. The watching the Eurovision performance with that lame-ass dance routine. No. Number 33, Save Your Kisses for Me. From 1976, the Brotherhood of Man, United Kingdom's grand champion. This song is so cute. Eden Elaine, or whatever her name was, from Israel, did a cover of this a couple years ago. She was at the time representing Eurovision, representing Israel in Eurovision. And it's a great song all the way around. Has that little twist at the end of the song. It was all over the radio when I was a kid, so you really couldn't get away from it. And it genuinely was a great song. It's one of those sweet, very Eurovision-esque songs that you knew once you heard it would be big with the fans, and it was. Obviously, it was the grand champion in 1976. Save Your Kisses for Me, Brotherhood of Man, United Kingdom. Number 32, loved this song. I wish it had finished higher. It did not, because 2021, the first year back from the canceled 2020, was a tough year. I mean, really tough year. So many songs were good. And it was hard. A lot of good songs got left off because they got the best of the best in the finals. This did make the finals. Ultimately would finish at number 18 for that year. Number 32, Tix from Norway and Fallen Angel. Kim loves this song. Kim balls every time she hears it. A great, great song. Tix, who got his name because he suffers from Tourette's syndrome, is an amazing vocalist. He has taken part in Eurovision again in 2022. Everybody believes, they've never admitted it that I know of, but everyone believes Tix was inside the astronaut DJ costume for Subwoofer's Give That Wolf a Banana, which did not make the top 40. But Fallen Angel, this heartbreak song, just beautiful, and I wish it had done better. Love his vocals, love his style, and he writes incredible music. Number 32 from 2021, 18th, Norway, Tix and Fallen Angel. Number 31, also from 2021. You guys might be surprised this isn't higher because I love this guy. But it's a great song, and I wish it had won. I think it would have done even better than fourth place had they been able to perform it live. They opted to use their rehearsal tape when two of the members came down with COVID during the contest. But it was still phenomenally good. Not as good as Think About Things would have been, but still terrific. Number 31, 10 years. Daddy Freyr and Gagamana did. Iceland, 2021, they finished fourth. For those of you who don't know, who have seen Think About Things and 10 Years, both of which went viral, Gagamana is not a real band. They are a performance act that goes with Daddy Freyr, who is the artist and who goes on crazy, and they're made up of his wife, Arnie, and four of their friends, or three friends and Daddy's sister. And they are always great on stage together. They always have fun. And 10 Years video is hilarious. It's basically a Power Rangers spoof, and it is a riot. They did everything themselves, including the costumes and the kaiju stuff. Daddy is just a musical genius. He's a video genius. He does all kinds of great stuff, and 10 Years was just the third part of the trilogy. The original beginning of the trilogy was a song called Is It Love, which was in the Icelandic national finals in 2017, came in second. The second half, Think About Things, second part, Think About Things, about the birth of their daughter. The Is It Love was his and Arnie's courtship. 10 Years was about their 10th anniversary. Great trilogy of songs from an incredible artist. Number 31, 10 Years from the 2021 contest for Iceland. Daddy Freyr and Gagamana did. It finished in fourth place. Number 30. This song deserves so much better than it got last year. I was so pissed. It peaked at number 3, I think, on the Kirkham Report chart. Loved this song. Loved it. I think they should have done better. Her second single actually hit number 1 for 2 weeks on the Kirkham Report, and I have become a huge fan of this artist as a result of this entry. Number 30, I Wrote a Song. Mae Mueller from the United Kingdom. She finished second to last place last year in the finals and for United Kingdom. Kim says it's too much like Taylor Swift, which I don't see because I don't like Taylor Swift. But I like Mae Mueller. She is just awesome. And this song about how she wrote a song about the dude that did her wrong instead of getting as her revenge instead of something physical. The video's fun. The lyric video is fun too. She is just dynamic. The follow-up single, Me, Myself, and I, hit number 1 on the Kirkham Report chart, written by a woman. The third single, top 10. I love Mae Mueller. I think she's going to be a major star around the world eventually. Some of the Eurovision stars are finally crossing into America. Daddy Freyr just had a sold-out tour here. They may not hit the chart, but they're well known. Number 30, Mae Mueller from the 2023 contest, and I Wrote a Song. She represented United Kingdom. Number 29 is the first of the 2 songs that did not make it out of the semifinals. I don't know what it was about this song that hit me, but it hit me hard when I first heard it. I knew going in from the fandom reaction, it was not going to get out of the semis. I thought maybe there might be a pocket to push it into the semis where it would finish in the lower third, but unfortunately, we didn't get it. And that's too bad. For five guys, actually four guys and a girl, all under the age of 20 at the time, who were doing such music together that sounded classic way before they were ever born. It grabbed me, and I stuck with it the whole year. It finished 7th on my year end, on my list that year for my favorite songs. Number 29, Disco from LPS, Slovenia, representing them in 2022. They were 17th in semifinal 1, which, yes, unfortunately, is dead last. LPS has gone on to do much since then. Their first release after Disco, a song called Osem Korakov, hit number 3 on the Kirkham Report chart. Their follow-ups have all done well. They just released their debut album in March. It is available on Amazon. It is in Slovenian, although they do speak English, and they are recording some English, and I played the English version of Disco on Obscuria last week. It has a very old school feel, and I love it from beginning to end, and I love the fact that these guys relate to that old disco, I mean, complete with the mirror ball and everything, that disco vibe. Now, of course, they're doing a lot more different stuff. They're more of alt pop. Osem Korakov and Insomnia, their most recent hit. I love these guys. I think they're going to be huge stars around the world eventually. Like Måneskin, when they start recording in English, they could really take off here in the States. And I really would love to see that happen. And that's not bad for a band whose oldest member is all of 22 years old. I think they're fantastic. Number 29, LPS, and Slovenia is representing in 2022. Disco, semifinal 1. Stuck in the semifinals. Sorry, guys. Number 28 was a song that did not get a lot of word of mouth at first in the 2018 contest. In fact, it was, of all the ones I was watching, and I know looking at the fandom countdowns and stuff, it was always in the bottom third. And yet, both the juries, and the televote put her through to the finals. Unexpectedly. It is a beautiful song. It is recorded in English, and she is phenomenal as well. I love everything I've heard by her, and that's both in English and her native tongue, which is Lithuanian, and also in German. She is fabulous, and this song is fabulous too. Song that came in at number 12 for the contest in 2018 for Lithuania, When We're Old, by Aiva Zazamuskate. Absolutely love this song. The staging of it is what sold it to the fandom finally. It was staged utterly beautifully. I had tears in my eyes. And it's about a couple growing old together, and it is fabulous. If you've never heard it, check it out on the playlist. It is a great song. Number 28, When We're Old, by Aiva Zazamuskate from Lithuania, representing 2018. 27, I found this. I was looking around for one of the charts I was doing last year, or 2 years ago, for the website of the best songs from the 2000s. And I was like, my God, why didn't this win? This was such a good song. It's just a simple little ballad, and yet it came from the country, one of the countries that is rabidly loved by the fans and is usually pushed aside by the jury, Belgium. In fact, since I've been watching, Belgium has only made the finals once, despite rabid fan support for their songs. This was before I was watching, but man, I love this song. From 2010, it finished 6th in the finals. Me and My Guitar by Tom Dice, or Tom Deese, I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. Just a beautiful ballad about making music having love, being with your friends, and doing it all with your guitar. It is an amazing song. And I mean, I have loved it from the second I first heard it. It's on my rotation list, on my Eurovision home playlist. I never get sick of hearing it. I wish more people in America would see it. More people who aren't familiar with it would see it, because I really think the song is just a classic. It's just so simple. It's perfect. And it was a perfect Eurovision entry. Number 27, Me and My Guitar, Tom Dice from Belgium, 2010. He finished 6th in the contest. Okay, now here is where the rabid Eurovision fans are about to cut my head off. I don't dislike this song. Obviously, it's number 26. But I don't like it as well as I like the other song. And I like a lot of other stuff better. Now, this coming from the song that held the record for the most views until Uno's Little Big came along. It's still up there. And it's a great song. Don't get me wrong. But I do like last year's winner better. Number 26, Euphoria from Loreen. She won it all, the whole enchilada in 2012. A lot of good acts ran into a train wreck from the fans and the jury in 2012, including Boraneshkavi Babushka and Party for Everyone, which she came real close to beating her. Euphoria is a great song. It's about finding love, of course. And Loreen is this incredible singer and performance artist who does amazing dances when she's singing. I don't know where she finds the stamina. And I love the most recent winner, which is coming up a little bit later. But I think she is fantastic, and the song itself is great, but it's not as good as some of the other stuff I like. I'm sorry. I know people love it. I know Eurovision artists revere it as one of the best ever. It's a good song. Number 26, Euphoria and Loreen from the 2012 from Sweden. It was the grand champion. The song from the immediate year after is at number 25, Only Teardrops from Emily de Forest. She was the grand champion in 2013 for Denmark. Only Teardrops is this great breakup song that it is comparable to Celine Dion and the kind of stuff that Celine does. Just a great story angle in the song. Incredible vocals by DeForest. She's one of the best singers ever seen on Eurovision. And I love that song, and I think obviously everybody else did too, because it did win. Although not everything that everybody loves has won. I think Only Teardrops, people will be surprised it ranks higher than Euphoria, but I like it just that tad bit more. Because I love the spirited performance, and I love the vibe that goes through the whole song. Number 25, Only Teardrops, Emily de Forest, Denmark's representative in 2013. It was the grand champion that year. Number 24 is a song that people may or may not know, and I didn't know until 2017, that this song was a Eurovision entry. It was a monster hit multiple times between 1957 and 1975. It was a hit for Dean Martin. It was a hit for Bobby V, I believe. Either Bobby V or Bobby Rydell, I forget which one. It was a hit for Al Martino in a disco version, and it was a hit in its original language on the American charts in 1957. It, in fact, won the very first Grammy for Record of the Year. It is the only Eurovision song of any type, champion or non-champion, to ever win a Grammy. It also won Song of the Year, I think. It won 2 Grammys. Number 24, Nel Blue de Pinto de Blue, commonly known as Volare, by Domenico Modugno. Never could say his name. He finished 3rd place in 1958 in Italy, for Italy. His whole performance, if you've seen If you've heard, I mean, Volare was a very standard song on the radio. You've heard the English language versions by by Dean Martin and Bobby Rydell or V, whichever one did it, and by Al Martino and other people. I mean, Sergio Franke did a version for the Plymouth Volare car commercials. It's a song that everybody knows. And yet, when you watch his performance, it's very understated. He's very soft, and then he goes into the volare. The arms come up, and he's cheering along with this. What an incredible song. And it only finished third. I find that really ironic. Number 24, Volare, Nel Blue, de Pento de Blue, I got it spelled wrong. Domenico Modugno from 1958. At number 23 is the other song by Loreen, 2023's Grand Champion Tattoo from Sweden. I love Tattoo. I loved it last year. I especially loved it because it beat the god-awful Cha 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 by Karaja, which everybody just thought was just a bomb, and I just thought was the dreck. I'm sorry. If you like Cha Cha Cha, hey, that's on you. Tattoo is just a great song. And Loreen is an incredible performer. She is now only the second person to have won Eurovision more than once. The other is Johnny Logan. And obviously one male, one female. She wasn't going to enter originally, and somebody talked her into it. She's an amazing performer. Tattoo is an amazing song. And if you haven't heard it, I'm stunned because it's been everywhere this past year. Number 23, Tattoo by Loreen, the number 20 from the 2023 contest. It was the grand champion for Sweden. At number 22, another grand champion for Sweden from 2015, Måns Zelmerlöw and Heroes. I first heard this when he performed it when he was hosting, co-hosting the 2016 show, which was the first show I watched, and Heroes instantly became a favorite of mine. I went back and found other stuff by him that I've become huge fans of. I love his Christmas release, Alone on Christmas Eve, from a couple of years ago. Zelmerlöw has been a staple around Eurovision for quite a while. Even though he's not always entering, he has performed for them several times. He's hosted in 2016. He's well known throughout Europe, does both English and Swedish recordings. And Heroes is just a great song. It celebrates finding positivity where there sometimes is none. And making the right people appreciate who they are. And I think that's a lot to say. It's a great song, and it's why it's at number 22 on my all-time Eurovision favorites list. Heroes, Måns Zelmerlöw, the grand champion from 2015 for Sweden. Number 21, I don't need to say anything about this. I mean, just look at it. I mean, that's all you have to say. It was different. It was exciting. Nothing had ever been done like this before. And it swept the contest in 2006. Number 21, Hard Rock Hallelujah by Lordi, 2006 grand champion from Finland. Some people thought they were a contemporary Christian band because of this song, although this song does have Christian leanings. They are not technically a contemporary Christian band, but it is a great song. Another song by Lordi actually did dent the rock chart here in America about a year earlier, but it was not Hard Rock Hallelujah. They're incredible to watch them perform in all those prosthetics and masks and makeup. I don't know how they do it. I mean, it's way bigger than anything Kiss ever did. That's just grease paint. This was masks and layers of prosthetics, and they make it all work. And they've been doing it since the mid-90s, and more power to them. Lordi, number 21, Hard Rock Hallelujah. Okay, we've reached my top 20. This is the pinnacle of the good stuff. I love these songs to death, and I always will. I mean, number one's going to surprise everybody anyway, because it's not expected. But in any case, number 20, another grand champion, and it's the kind of ballad that makes me cry, and I love it, and I always will. Another of the 7 songs that have won Eurovision for Ireland. 1994's Rock and Roll Kids by Paul Harrington and Charlie McGettigan. It's basically about growing old and doing so in the rock and roll era and dealing with the problems of life in that time. It's a beautiful song, wonderful instrumentation. The Eurovision performance with just the two of them on stage playing and singing, it was brilliant, and the song is beautiful. And it was hard putting it that low, I have to admit, but it's still not ever to be forgotten as a true Eurovision classic. From 1994, another one of Ireland's 7 champions, Rock and Roll Kids, Paul Harrington and Charlie McGettigan. They were the grand champion that year. Number 19 is the other song that did not make it out of the finals, out of the semis. And it also finished in last place in the semis. This is the exact opposite of disco. This video literally made me cry. I have never seen another song up here had an effect on me that way and did tear us both up, Kim and I both up. But this song, I just thought it was beautifully performed, and it deserved so much better, and they have not performed in Eurovision since as a result. Although there is talk there that we will be back next year, but we'll see. Number 19, as in apam, My Father, Joci Papai from Hungary. It finished dead last in semifinal 1 in 2019. The video of this, I searched high and low for weeks to try and find the name of the young man who stars in the video. He is utterly amazing. Because obviously they're not saying anything. The song is playing, and the song is about Joci's father, and he'd lost recently. And this song follows that path in the form of a teenager who is trying to put something together. We see throughout the whole video trying to do something that he and his father did, and his father is no longer in the picture either. This kid that starred in this video deserves an MTV Music Award because he was just so incredibly expressive. You could feel the emotions coming off of him, particularly 2/3 of the way through the song, where he's been dragging this large, heavy case through town for something. We find out at the end of the video. And he's sitting on it, and he looks across the street from where he's sitting, and a father and his young child get in the car together, and his eyes lock eyes. He locks eyes with the little boy who's about 10, and I'm gone. I'm absolutely gone. I love this video. I love this song. And damn it, Eurovision fans, you should have known better than not to put this song through, because you put some real crap through that year, and this one deserved better. Number 19, As in apam, translates to My Father, from Joci Papai, Hungary, 2019. Number 18, one of the 5 from 2020 that didn't get through. This song that didn't have a chance to compete. This song didn't get as much love from the fans as I thought it deserved to. These 3 women had first come together as the backup group for Cesar Sampson the year before and his entry for Austria. They stayed together and became a group. And what they became was amazing. Now, they've switched a couple members out since then, but they are still making music and still doing a lot of good stuff. And number 20 was one of my favorite songs of the 2020 Council Contest. Number 18, sorry. Number 18, Move by the Mamas from Sweden, 2020. This song, very reminiscent of classic Supreme stuff. Great vocals, great staging, amazing gowns. These ladies rock. I am so impressed. They've gone on to do 4 or 5 really cool singles since then on Spotify. And if you haven't heard them, my God, why not? They are awesome. Number 18 from the canceled 2020 contest, Sweden's representative, the Mamas, and Move. Number 17, another one, people are going to laugh at me that it's this high, but I can't help it. This song, one of the 4 that made it on the American charts in the mid-70s, is just goofy all the way around. And it's a cute little song. I don't think it would have won had it had to be sung in its native Dutch. Because they sang in English, it became the grand champion and followed in ABBA's footsteps that way. Number 17, Ding a Dong from Tietjen. They won for the Netherlands, 1975. This song is so up. It's one of those songs that's really up, and the lyrics are really kind of depressing because it's about how to pick yourself up if your lover is gone off. And it's like say na na na. It's very up with people type thing. I love Ding a Dong. I've always loved Ding a Dong. While it missed the Hot 100, it did peak at number 25 on Billboard's Easy Listening chart, now the Adult Contemporary chart, and became a Eurovision staple. It was even referenced in the 2012 or 2014 film Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, which Kim mentioned on her Eurovision What the Hell show the other day. It's a song I will always love. Number 17, Ding a Dong by Tietjen, the grand champion from 1975 for the Netherlands. Number 16, this is one of those classics I didn't find until after I became a Eurovision fan, and oh my God, I love this song. I read the English language lyrics once, but the performance is incredible. And it's easy to see why, before they dropped out for 20 plus years, making their grand return this year, it's easy to see why Luxembourg has won Eurovision a number of times. Number 16, Après Toi by Vicky Landros, the grand champion from 1972. It sounds so much like songs that I've heard on American radio back then. I couldn't find any American remakes of it, any English language remakes of it. So I don't think I actually heard that song, but there were a lot of stuff like it on the radio back then. And boy, is it a great song. Vicky Leandros, who had already performed, I think, twice before on Eurovision and didn't win, really nailed this one on the head. Love the song. Love everything about it. Love her performance. It's just great. Number 16, Après Toi by Vicky Leandros for Luxembourg, 1972. Number 15. Kim's going to be pissed it's lower than what she would have put it. I love this song. It spent several weeks at number 1 on the Kirkham Report chart in 2018. It is just one of the best songs about female empowerment I've ever heard. And it is so unique, and she is so unique that she continues to chart well on the charts ever since. Number 15, 2018's grand champion from Eurovision, from Israel, Netta and Toy. What a fantastic song. I was convinced Toy would break Netta big in the States. Unfortunately, she did do a few TV shows, and she has done a tour over here, or was scheduled to before the current crisis in Israel. And that will probably come to pass later. But wow, what a performer. Toy, basically a song that's basically hit the road, Jack. I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and I am not your toy. What a great song. Netta's unique beatbox, rap, and vocal style is incredible. I will be a fan for life. She is just awesome. Number 15, Toy by Netta from 2018. It was the grand champion. Also from 2018, I realized how much I love this song, and I put it just above Netta, even though it didn't do as well, because that video, this is the other one that just makes me bawl every time I see it, and the song itself is so heartbreaking. It brought Ireland back to the finals for the first time in 8 years, I think it was, and was absolutely shafted by some of the other crap that finished ahead of it. Number 14, Together, from Ryan O'Shaughnessy. It finished 16th in 2018. It's a beautiful song about the breakup of a relationship where one partner has been cheating on the singer, and the video is brilliantly done, almost in one take, by a pair of same-sex dancers, male, and it is beautiful. The song is incredible. The video is incredible. I have become an immense fan of Ryan O'Shaughnessy because of it, and I loved his cover of Think About Things too. It deserved way better than it got. Number 14 from 2018, Together, Ryan O'Shaughnessy from Ireland. Number 13, one of the best known songs of the Eurovision contest, and the one voted the best Eurovision song of all time by the fans on the occasion of the Eurovision's 60th anniversary 8 years ago. Number 13, grand champion from Sweden, 1974, Waterloo by ABBA. ABBA's career was launched into the stratosphere with this win. Within just 2 years, they would hit number one around the world with either Waterloo, SOS, or Dancing Queen. They would become monster stars everywhere. I know they're not as big in America. They do consider America a failure because they didn't have as many hits here. But it is fantastic. And you know what? Playboy Records had them signed 2 years before as Bjorn and Benny with Anna Frid and Frida. Or Anna Frid and Anna, I think it was. What the hell, Playboy? Great song, great fun. You know, it's about the breakup of a relationship again. Terrific stuff. ABBA's always great, and they were great until they ended, and they came back great when they did their comeback album in 2021. Really amazing stuff. Number 13, Waterloo by ABBA, the grand champion for Sweden, 1974. Number 12, another song that the fans did not take to. It was, in fact, in the bottom of a lot of fandom top lists in 2021. I loved it from the second I heard it, and I was grateful to the juries and the televoters who obviously weren't the YouTubers, because the song managed to finish, I believe, in 10th or 11th place. It was amazing. I was so glad when it got through the semis, because the song is just awesome. Number 12, Love Is On My Side by the Black Mamba from Portugal. What a beautiful ballad. It talks about hard living, the hard life the singer has had, but he's been able to get through it because love is on my side. What a fantastic sentiment. And what a great song. If you've not heard it, this is another one you should listen to, because it deserved better than it got, although it got better than I thought it would. And I really hope that it will become one of those classics eventually, that people realize what a great song they lost out on. Number 12, Love Is On My Side, 2021 from Portugal, the Black Mamba. Number 11, 2022 was a killer year because there was so much good stuff. And this was one of them. In fact, there's 2 songs from 2022 back to back here. Number 11, I really loved, and the fandom loved, and she finished in 4th place with this song. But easily in another year, it might have won. There was so much heavy competition that it just couldn't muster enough. But it definitely did well, and it became a hit in her homeland as well. Number 11, favorite Eurovision song of all time, Hold Me Closer, Cornelia Jacobs from Sweden, 2022. She finished in 4th place with this Celine Dion style ballad that just delivered every time she did it. She could handle the vocals, she could handle the live stuff. It was amazing. This is a song I will always love because it is truly one of those songs that should be a classic eventually. Number 11, Hold Me Closer, Cornelia Jacobs from Sweden, 2022. She finished in 4th place. Finishing 2 notches above her and giving the United Kingdom its best showing ever is the song that kicks off my top 10, Spaceman by Sam Ryder. Spaceman was coming back from the first null points for any country in years, and the first from Britain since 2012. And man, did Sam Ryder hit this out of the ballpark. This delicious little ditty became a monster hit around the world thanks to TikTok. And although it didn't chart in America, it had a solid following here, to the point where he was asked to contribute to the soundtrack from Ted Lasso, and did score a hit with the song from that, Fought and Lost, with Brian May. Absolutely divine. Sam Ryder also hit number 1 on my chart with his follow-up, Mountain. And a lot of other stuff has come and will continue to come from Sam in the near future because he's just an amazing performer. Number 10, my 10th favorite song of all time from 2022, Spaceman from Sam Ryder, United Kingdom runner-up that year. At number 8, one of 3 artists, that are represented twice in the countdown. We've heard Loreen already. He is the second of these artists. And I mean, as I said, this guy just blows me away. It floors me with that voice, that he has lost the top spot on The Voice twice. Finished in 2nd place once, finished in 4th place once. I'm like, Switzerland, what are you thinking? Number 9, Tour Universe, John's Tears, the Switzerland entry from 2021. I'll get it right. What an amazing song. I think what hurt him, because he won the jury contest, I think what hurt him ultimately and caused him to fall into 2nd or 3rd place, I forget which, was the static performance on stage live. It was very static. Considering the video was this trippy trip through the universe after a car accident, when I guess we're led to believe Jean has been killed in this accident because he eventually is shown as a ghost. What an amazing song. What an amazing performance. Live vocally, he's incredible. I didn't like the staging, but other than that, the song itself, he can match everything he does on record live. He has no problem with that. He has perfect pitch, this wonderful high tenor voice. I'm ecstatic that he's recording in English as well as French now. He is fantastic. Number 9, Tour Universe, John's Tears from 2021, representing Switzerland. Finished, I think, 2nd or 3rd. I don't remember which one. Number 8 is the only silly song in the top 10, but it is a beloved song, even though it's pretty much nonsense. It took the world by storm. It did so well that although it didn't hit the chart here, it has been used in 2 Western films and was on the soundtrack album from one of them. And people were like, what the hell is this? You'd know it if you saw it, because Eurovision, this is a true classic. It is also a true WTF classic. But no matter which way you look at it, there is no escaping. Number 8, Dancing Lascia Tambai, Verka Serduka from 2007, Ukraine. She finished in 2nd place. This marvelous performance. Verka, who is a stupendous drag artist, is just amazing. The performance, everything about this performance live is hilarious from beginning to end. The song is infinitely catchy. You can't get it out of your head. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. And it's no real surprise that it did that well. In fact, it was a surprise it didn't win. A lot of people thought it would win. You have to see it to understand it, so please watch the video, but she's amazing. Dancing Lascia Tambai, Verka Serduka, number 8 on my all-time favorite list. Number 7, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was going to run this long. Number 7, the instant I heard it, it topped my 2019 list. I stayed with it, and my gut was right. Although it finished 7th overall, it was number 1 on the jury side, and it is gorgeous. Number 7, Tamara Toveska and Proud, the representative for the North Macedonia in 2019. This song, which is tailor-made to be a theme song for the Me Too movement, was talking about women standing up for themselves, and it was beautiful. The video, again, made me cry. The song was utterly gorgeous and so powerful. The message behind it. I wish it had done better in the televote, because it deserved higher than 7th. I would have been happier if it had been 3rd or 4th. But it is an amazing number and remains one of my all-time favorites, obviously. It's at number 7, Tamara Tadevska and Proud. Number 6, if there's a Eurovision song that didn't chart in America that most people know, it's probably this one. This one or number 5. I think this song has become so seen on various YouTube channels like Watch Mojo and those kind of things. Anybody that highlights Eurovision, because it is such a classic and it was so different, and the guy doing it became a true Eurovision legend. He would be another person that entered a second time and didn't do nearly as well in 2018. Rightfully so, the song wasn't that good. But Kim loved it. But this, it was the highest point getter in Eurovision history until a point change, until a scoring method change a couple years later that would give Amar Pellis-Dois that title a few years later. It is a magical song about a painful love affair, and yet it's still a happy one. Number 6, 2009's grand champion from Norway, Alexander Rybak and Fairy Tale. This song is so incredible. Watching Alex perform this song is amazing. Watching him sing it or listening to him sing it is amazing. I have become an enormous fan of his. I have everything he's done since then except that 2018 entry, How Do You Write a Song? That's How You Write a Song, which I just thought was terrible. His 2012 song, Leave Me Alone, one of my favorites of all time. Fairy Tale is based in Norwegian legend, but it has a very Celtic feel about it, and I love Celtic music. It was not thought to be a big popular song at first when it was premiered, but eventually, before they got to the contest, it was running ripshod over everything, and everybody knew it was the one to beat, and nobody could pull it off. Number 6, my favorite Eurovision songs of all time, Alexander Rybak and Fairy Tale, the grand champion for Norway from 2009. Entering top 5 territory, number 5 is going to surprise no one, although it might surprise people. It's lower than what they would think. I love this guy. The guy can do no wrong by me. I think the guy is a genius. And this song is immensely cute. Number 5, Think About Things. Daddy Freyr and Gagamana did the highest of the non-competing songs. It was Iceland's entry in 2020. And he's also the last of the artists that have been on here already. Daddy finished down at like number 23, was it? With... where was he with the other one? 31 with 10 Years, which was the follow-up. Think About Things, which is a song from Daddy to his then baby daughter, just born, is so cute. The dance routine went completely viral. You can see it anywhere. It's been done at weddings. It's been done at college parties, at graduations. There was a group of, I think it was Australian choirs, members that did it on stage, college choir. Just phenomenal and funny at the same time, because the dance routine is so funny. I am convinced, along with those other 5 polls out of 9 that he won, that Daddy was on his way to winning Eurovision in 2020 when the COVID struck and they canceled the contest. He got robbed, he got robbed, he got robbed. Number 5, Think About Things. Daddy Freyr and Gagamana did. Number 4. This is one of the oldest songs, and it is the first Eurovision song I ever realized was a Eurovision song. Now, Love is Blue, which is my favorite Eurovision song of all time, I'm not including because I like the cover, the instrumental by Paul Muriat. So this would definitely rank up there as an original. And I remember when I bought it, my mother looked at me like I was crazy because it's in Spanish. I couldn't help it. I love this song. I have loved this song since I was 10 years old. And I will love this song until the day I die. Both their original version and the awesome 1988 remake by Luis Miguel. Number 4, Eres Tu by Mocedades. I cannot believe they did not win the contest that year. They came in second. Number 1 was a pretty good song too, but the winner that year was pretty good too. But Eres Tu, wow. This song made me aware of what Eurovision was. Casey Kasem talked about Eurovision when he talked about this song. It's just amazing. It is a classic for a reason, and it remains my 4th favorite song of all time from Eurovision. Eres Tu by Mocedades from Spain, 1973, the runner-up that year. Also a runner-up the year it was on is my number 3 song, and I still think this song kind of got the shaft because I don't get it. I sometimes I don't get the winners, but this song really deserved to win, and it missed it by that much. And they'd only been in the contest for 2 years at that point. Thankfully, it was a monster hit in our native country. It became a hit in some of Europe. And again, this woman has made my chart endlessly since then. She is just incredible. Number 3, the runner-up from 2016, The Sound of Silence, representing Australia, Dami M. Oh my God, what a song this is. It is lyrically wrenching. It is musically incredibly breathtaking. Her vocals are just mind-blowingly good. Love this song, always will. It was thanks to the strength of Sebastian, I've forgotten his last name, Guy Sebastian, the year before, that Australia was invited to come to the contest again after carrying it for years. They were there in 2015 to celebrate Eurovision's 60th anniversary. And they have been around ever since and producing great songs, and one of them is this one. It's number 3, The Sound of Silence by Dami M, the runner-up in 2016. Number 2 and number 1 are very close in my heart. One is a grand champion, one finished 8th. And it's the grand champion that's at number 2. The first time I heard this song, I was blown away, not only by the performance, which was stupendous, but by the song's thematic presentation, which brought me to instantly thinking, damn, this would make a great James Bond film theme. Really amazing. Again, a song about a bad relationship and coming back from it. My number 2 favorite Eurovision song of all time, Rise Like a Phoenix by Conchita Wurst, the 2014 grand champion from Austria. Conchita got a lot of flack. She is a drag artist. She is an amazing performer, performing with full beard and mustache, which was really something, in that gorgeous gown. Oh my God, this song is just amazing. If you've never heard it, you need to. If you have heard it and don't like it, what the hell is wrong with you? Number 2 of all time on my list, Rise Like a Phoenix. That performance from the 2014 finals is just mind-blowing. Conchita Wurst. My number 1 song finished 8th in the contest it was part of. And yet, this particular year, I had not heard any of the songs before we watched it. And this song electrified me from the second this man walked on stage. His voice, his delivery, his control and power, and the incredible sense of what the song was saying. Only you can choose what direction your life goes. Which way is it going to go? For some reason, the juries placed it way down in the bottom 5. Thankfully, the televote had more brains, and they brought it up to number 8 for 2016. It is my all-time favorite Eurovision song, and it is going to be there probably for a while unless something really amazing happens. Number 1, Color of Your Life from Poland, Michael Szyspak. Mikel was a winner of the X Factor Poland, and oh my God, at the time he did this song, he was 23, 24. What power there is to his voice, and I can't get enough of this song. I still play it 3 or 4 times a week. I love this song, even more than Rise Like a Phoenix, which I didn't know would be possible. What color is your life? Tell me, black or white, what color is your life? This song is a great song for you to look at your life and try to figure out what you're thinking, how you're working, where your life is going. And maybe that's reading too much into it. It's just a 3-minute Eurovision song, right? But every song has something of substance. And this one touches my heart in ways even I don't understand. Mikel has hit the chart on my chart several times since then. I wish he'd record more in English. He does record primarily in Polish, but he is vocally one of the most incredible performers I have ever heard, and because of that, his entry in 2016 is my all-time favorite Eurovision song. Mikkel Sisbach, Color of Your Life, #1. I will have a list of these up at some point over the weekend where you can actually look at them. And I will have playlists for all 40 of these up in the show notes. Probably a day after for YouTube and day of for Spotify. If I can get it up in time, because this took me a lot longer than I thought it would to do. It's a lot longer show than I expected it to be. If you have not subscribed already to the Kirkham Report, please do, and if you have, thank you. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to share this show, and please leave a comment. I always love to hear from you. I'm going to get a lot of nasty comments about my placings. But remember, this is a personal list. Your list may vary. Your mileage may vary. I know a lot of people are going to dump on me for not having Loreen higher, but I can't help it. I love her, but there are other songs I love better. And now you know what they are, and I urge you to check them out. Thank you for joining me for this special edition of Rank This. There will be another Rank This up on Saturday morning, ranking this year's finalists in 2024's Eurovision Song Contest from bottom to top, in my opinion, in the order I'd like to see them win, or see them finish, including my winner. And there might be some other stuff too. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me drone on and on for an hour and 15 minutes about my favorite Eurovision songs. As always, I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report, and TKR Video Central for Rank This. We'll see you on the interwebs. Ciao, baby.